Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Last time we got underway in Hollow Bastion, trying to do combat with no Keyblade, not even a wooden sword to get us through. Can't even use our own magic. But we've got Donald and Goofy now, and we can call on them to attack, and it's not so bad of a gameplay It's not so bad of a gameplay. Oh my god. I knew what I was going to say, but then I instantly forgot. Component? Yeah. It's not so bad of a gameplay component. Okay, I think we finally found all the pieces. But first, take care of these guys. Okay! Delete them, Donald. Gosh, that Thundaga is sexy. There. How's that for a perfect fit? You said P went through there, right? Yeah, something about a puppet show. Whatever's in there, fellas, we better watch out. Pete's the one that's gonna have to watch out. See where this goes? Is it just getting straight into the boss battles? Oh, nah. Oh my god. Gosh. Oh my god, I can't see shit. Donald, Goofy, I'm glad I have you guys. Oh, yeah, where did that come from? It's just weird, you know? When I'm with you two, I feel like I can do anything. Don't laugh, but... well, it almost feels like we've done this before. Well, that right there is a sign you've found true friends. It's kind of fun to make the same friend twice. But right now, it's time to get serious. Right, don't forget, Riku's still waiting for us. Okay, come on. Heartless over here? No? Yep, of course. Like, what? I hit X and you can even hear Sora say Donald, but then it doesn't do anything then. It's like a fucking... Because sometimes I swear I hit the X button to try and use a command, and then Sora just doesn't use the command. Like, that's a problem in the game. That's a bug in the game, yo. Fascinating. Uh-huh. Shit. Not yet. I need to see if that's worth a damn. Thunder Tracer. Still waiting to see. I want to see if this is worth a damn too. Mm-hmm. Allows you to run more quickly? Okay, that's cool. Haste. I would have thought at first that would be an ability that lets my commands reload faster. But running around quickly is cool too, but no, I would rather have my commands load up faster. Because that's what they were called in Birth by Sleep, right? Attack haste and magic haste. Attack haste to let your attack commands load back faster. Magic haste for your magic commands. I thought maybe haste would be all of them. So I'm running around faster now? Yeah. I'm not so sure. I mean, maybe. Y'all. Okay. Guess what I did earlier today, y'all? I don't even remember how this happened, but all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, like thinking about Pokemon Gen 3 came into my mind. I've never played Gen 3 Pokemon, but I've always thought the starters were really cool looking. I remember watching the Pokemon anime when Gen 3 was highlighted. Where are you going, Sora? We still gotta stop Pete. Was that not the right way? My bad. But I don't know. Something Gen 3 Pokemon just came to my mind all of a sudden, and I was like, yeah, you got Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and they both have. Those games are interesting because they both have their unique crime organizations. It's not the same crime organization in both the games. It's a different crime organization in each of them. Okay. Oh, fuck. Pokemon Ruby has Team Magma, and Pokemon Sapphire has Team Aqua, I guess it's called, maybe? Oh my god. This is another problem with this game. Ah. I'm hoping this will destroy the blocks, too. It did. I think I lost too much time there, really. Ah. This auto jump is gonna fuck me. Is there even a way I can turn it off? Probably. I guess I'll just at this point I guess I'll just keep it on. It's not, like, it potentially fucking me up platforming wise. It's not really coming into play too much. Donald Pyraga. Oh. Damn, I want to keep the Donald Thundagas though. Shit. Get behind it. See, he said I hit X and he said Donald, but nothing happened. I just don't think this game has what it takes to move one spot up in my Kingdom Hearts rankings and get out of the basement and be my least favorite fully fledged Kingdom Hearts game. I don't consider 0.2 a fully fledged game. But I would rank that ahead of this game, along with what I have second to last. Maybe even what I have ranked third to last, which is Days. Maybe. It's close. I think I do, actually. I think I have 0.2. I think I do. I prefer 0.2 over Days by a smidge. And if 0.2 was a fully fledged game, it'd probably be no competition, but I don't know. I mean, just because 0.2 is a very, very short game, you know, how can that be? Like, you know, if we really lengthen the game, would that really just add so much more to it? I mean, I think, yeah, of course. It's a good philosopher question, I suppose. What did I even do? What have I achieved? Where am I going? Is there like an opening down there for me? I can't jump off the edge though. Oh, back on Pokemon. I got sidetracked, I guess, and forgot I was talking about Pokemon. So yeah, like Pokemon Emerald and Sapphire, not Emerald, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire both have their unique crime organizations in those two sister games. That we don't see that anywhere else in the Pokemon series, to my knowledge. So it's kind of, you know. So Pokemon's Sapphire, Pokemon Emerald, which is still part of Gen 3, that came out a little bit later. That's kind of like the final mix, if you will, of Gen 3 Pokemon. And I asked myself, okay, I wonder what the criminal organization for Pokemon Emerald is. Because Ruby has Team Agma, Sapphire has Team Aqua. But what is it for Pokemon Emerald? So I looked it up. And then I found out it's both of them at the same time. So I thought that's neat. And one thing led to another. I went to look for copies of Pokemon Emerald for sale. And I found on Walmart, they were selling like all the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games for like $15, $17. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, they seemed really cheap to me. And I was like, it's never going to get any cheaper than this. And I bought a copy of each one. Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Sapphire, Leaf Green, and Fire Red. All 5 of those games. Okay, I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, I bought them all. It cost me... I guess it ended up costing me like... the first half of the 80s. Like $83, $84 or something for all of them. But I felt like it was worth it. I even looked to see... it was just crazy to me. I couldn't believe Walmart was even selling them. I didn't know Walmart sold old games. Like I looked up Kingdom Hearts 1 just to see out of curiosity if they had that. I found that on there, and I looked up Final Fantasy games for PlayStation 1. And they had everything. They had a copy of Final Fantasy 9, but it was the greatest hits version. It was like $100-something. It must have been like a sealed, never opened up one or something. I saw a black label Final Fantasy 9 as well, and that was much cheaper. That was like fucking maybe in the 30s, $30-something. Maybe a shitty copy of it. I don't know. I didn't know. Like I really did not know Walmart was in the business of selling older and used games, and like I was very caught off guard, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I didn't see any Final Fantasy 7s or 8s. Like I only saw some Final Fantasy 9s, like the Final Fantasy Anthology, Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy Chronicles. I think I saw all 3 of them. I saw Final Fantasy Tactics on there, and that didn't look the cheapest. But hey, I would like. I don't know if it'd be a game for me, honestly, but as good of a reputation as it has, like I need to play Final Fantasy Tactics one day. It's crazy though. It's like I feel like all the other Tactics games don't get nearly as much love as the first one. And that's interesting to me as well. I don't know what to do. I have no... Where am I going? What is fucking going on here? Can somebody please help me? I did the thing. I can see on my mini-map on the bottom where I'm supposed... Well, I can see an opening. What in the fuck? This is oh my god. Like was I, and you know, I really feel like it was real easy to not understand what the fuck you were supposed to be doing right there. What's with these pipes? There's got to be a way past. And here we go again. Donald and Goofy, you're going to see what it's like to go through one of these. Okay, I feel like we can do that. I feel like we can definitely do this. Use my finish command. But yes, I ordered every single Pokemon Advance game, which is 2 copies of the Gen 1 remakes, 3 copies of Gen 3, all slightly different versions of the game. Yes, I bought all 5 of those Pokemon games for the Game Boy Advance from Walmart's online. So it would take about a week for them to come in. I already had Pokemon Fire Red, but the thing about at least the older Pokemon games, right? The ones for the Game Boy, for the Game Boys and for the DSs and all. You only get one. You only get one and only one save file for each copy of the game. So I already have Pokemon Fire Red, but I prefer not to, if I were to replay it, delete my team. I kind of want to keep that team, because that was the team I had when I first played through and beat the game. Because I never played through, I guess I've kind of mentioned my Pokemon past before. My first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Diamond, so Gen 4. And I think next up was the Gen 2 remakes. I would get Soul Silver. Then Gen 5 came out. I would get Pokemon White. And after Gen 5, I just fell off of Pokemon. I didn't really care for Gen 5 as much. I just kind of fell off after that. But then when I got into the 8th grade, my friend was we noticed, me and some other of my classmates and buddies, we noticed that he was playing Pokemon on his phone. And we were like, yo, what's going on there? And he showed us he was just playing... Fuck. Damn you. Just too slow. But yeah, he showed us he was playing a mod. He modded his, I guess modded. I don't think it was there's so much to it for him to be able to do it. You know, an 8th grade kid. But he basically, I don't know if he had to like slightly jailbreak the phone or not. I don't know. I'm not technical. I don't know what all goes into all that. But he was able to get download an app where you could play old Game Boy games, emulate them on your phone, and that's how he was playing Gen 1 Pokemon on his phone. And me and my friends, we thought that was cool. We were like, oh shit, like, can you do that for us? And he was like, yeah. And he fucking, like, half the dudes in my grade, he would get that emulator on our phones. And that's how I would play Gen 1 Pokemon. And that was my first time ever playing Gen 1 Pokemon, and I was having a blast playing it. And, you know, I was playing it a lot in the beginning, and I kind of got to where I slowed down on playing it. I was just playing it less often, but I was still into it. But then eventually, the emulator just stopped working. I guess, I don't know, maybe Nintendo got involved. I wouldn't be surprised at all, and made it to where the emulator couldn't work anymore, so the games couldn't be played. So that was kind of a bummer. But that made me, my junior year, I was wanting to play through Gen 1 Pokemon again. I never got to finish it. I was wanting to play through it again. Christmas came along, and when I was asked what I wanted for Christmas, I was like, I think I only mentioned it once, but I was like, what do you think about, how about, you know, I kind of want a Game Boy Advance SP, like I used to have, because I used to have one, but it's just another gaming artifact that got lost to the sands of time, unfortunately. I was like, yeah, how about I get a Game Boy Advance SP again, 10 years later, and get Pokemon Fire Red for it. And I think I only mentioned it once, and I wasn't expecting to actually get it. I was not expecting to actually get it, but when I went through my stocking Christmas morning, there it was. And I would, man, felt like a little kid again getting that. That was cool to see. I'm out of here. That's not even why I paused to look at the time. Oh my god, holy shit, it follows you around? Are you fucking kidding me? Can you not? Can you fuck right off? I'm out of here, fuck you. Fuck you, Recoder, for this shit. I thought if I would leave the room, that would be enough. And it would just go away. But yeah, Christmas morning, in my stocking, there was a Game Boy Advance SP, color red, just like the one I used to have. Just like the one I used to have. Defeat 31 Heartless. Well, I feel like we can do that. And inside that stocking was 2 Pokemon Fire Reds. And they looked a little different. Like, one was transparent and the other one wasn't. So I'm pretty sure one of them is fake. I think the one that wasn't transparent is the fake one. And the one that was transparent is the one I played. Which I don't, as long as it worked, like, it really doesn't matter to me if it's fake or not. Like, even if I just got a fake copy of Pokemon Fire Red, as long as it worked, I would have been a happy camper with it. That's what led me to believe, like, it had to be, well, I'm not going to say it had to be, but that's what led me to believe and look into if I could get my hands on a English version of Mother 3, because I just thought to myself, well, if there's so many fake Game Boy Advance games out there, if they're so easy to make, you know, then, how hard could it really be to make a fake copy of Mother 3 and just go into it and change the dialogue to English? You know, that doesn't seem impossible to me. So I looked into it, and real quick I found my answer that, yeah, you can buy fan-translated copies of Mother 3. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get one. And I got one, and I played it on this channel. Oh shit, I accidentally used a high potion. God, the game is just fucking lagging right here. Because the DS just can't handle this. I'm hitting X, nothing is happening. Yeah, this game has got bugs. And oh my god, what is going on? Are you fucking hitting the side of that? It would help if I changed y'all's AI to attack the Heartless. But yeah, I bought all those games. I bought all those games on Walmart, even though I had 2 copies of Fire Red and one. Even though it might be fake, like I said, it doesn't matter to me. It might be fake, but who cares? And I never played that one, so there's no save file on it or anything, so I could have just used that, but I just went ahead and bought another copy of Fire Red anyway, because you can't have too many copies of Pokemon Fire Red. That's what I say. I don't know. I don't know. I just figured Walmart, you know, they're a big fucking brand. I kind of trust them to have nothing but original copies. I thought it was a good chance, like all I was getting was original copies. So I just kind of felt, okay, well the original copy of Pokemon Fire Red I do have. I'd rather not get rid of that save file. I would just rather not, because that's kind of, I guess, special to me. Playing through that game for the first time as a junior in high school, when it was a Christmas gift and all that. I would just kind of, you know, for sentimental reasons, kind of, to just keep that save file. And if I'm getting, hopefully, original copies of all the other Pokemon games, like, let me just go ahead and get another original copy of Pokemon Fire Red to go along with all those, and I can play all those and use those. See, now that I'm recording myself playing video games, and I'm kind of preserving them in that way, like, I don't think I would have as much of a hard time at all saving over save files and stuff, because I always have these recordings on my channel. If that makes sense. I don't have that with my first ever playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red to completion, with my original team and all. So the only way I could keep something preserved about it is if I just keep that save file. No, I guess all that, you know, if you just happen to watch my Final Fantasy 15 playthrough on this channel, that's why I was so kind of bummed out that I accidentally saved over my original save file when I first played through the game. But all that being said, I'm not so sure if I'm going to get original copies or not. Because I did go and look. I was very on the fence about if I was actually going to get them or not. Because I guess on one hand, I already had spent $80-something. You know, I didn't really necessarily want to spend any more money. Because I don't mind spending a little bit of money here and there. But, you know, I don't like to go crazy spending my money. That's a good way to be. You don't want to be too liberal with your money, but you don't want to be too conservative either. You don't want to be wasteful, but you don't want to be cheapy the cheapskate. But yeah, I went to look for, see if they had copies of Pokemon Gold and Silver, which are Game Boy Color games. Because I was kind of interested in picking up those. Because I do have Pokemon Soul Silver, but that's a DS game. All these Game Boy games, they're so cool because I can play them in my GameCube. Therefore, I can play them for the channel. I can record myself playing them for the channel without having to stick a fucking handheld in front of this laptop and have my pinky and ring finger on my right hand get a little numb, and it's just not the most comfortable way to play. But it's not so bad. It'd be better to play Pokemon games, turn-based games, versus action RPGs like Kingdom Hearts Recoded. I will say that. But of course, I would rather just be able to play on the big screen. I just think the Game Boy player on the GameCube is so cool. But again, I went to look at Gold and Silver. On the fence about buying it, but I went to look at least. And I saw where I could buy, I guess buy two of them at the same time. Or buy both Gold and Silver at the same time. I was also kind of reminded about Pokemon Crystal, which I guess I just forgot was a game that existed. I need to go look and do more research on that. I guess Gen 2 was the first Pokemon that had a third game come out behind the first two that came out at the same time. And that was Pokemon Crystal. Behind Gold and Silver for Gen 2. I'm not familiar at all with like what Crystal brings to the table that Gold and Silver don't have. So that's something I should look up on. But I found Gold and Silver at least, where I could buy both of them at the same time. But it only had one review, and it was 1 star. And the person they were just upset that they got copies of the game. Like, they apparently didn't get the original. What I mean to say is they're claiming they got counterfeit copies. They didn't get original copies of those games. And like I just said, like, I don't really care either way. But you know, I thought that was interesting. You know, I guess it's just easy to think that Walmart, being the big fucking global chain they are, you know, they would just have the ability. They just wouldn't sell counterfeits, and they would have the ability to fucking weed that out somehow, but maybe not. You know, you would think Walmart, like, they couldn't afford to try and sell counterfeit copies, because you know, maybe that could lead them to getting sued and whatever else. I don't know, but me doing all this yapping is it's definitely not helping me get through this game at a decent pace. It's doing nothing but slowing me down. Yes, I just kind of saw that 1-star review and what he had to say as a sign to, like, basically say to myself, okay, maybe that's a sign. Let's hold off on buying gold and silver for now. Like, they weren't expensive either, by the way. I don't think. Pretty sure they weren't. I think I definitely would have noticed if they were. They were at pretty good deals too, I thought. I think like the Game Boy Advance games, Pokemon games, that's probably peak graphics, and you know the DS games look very similar too. So all of them, I would probably say is peak Pokemon graphics. Like I kind of like the 2D sprites, overworld, and then when you get into battles, it's like it's still 2D, but it's better quality 2D. They're not sprites anymore, basically, and I've always liked that aesthetic for Pokemon Best. IMO. Maybe as Pokemon goes onward and the games get more and more 3D, maybe I'll like that. I think they kind of went through a weird in-between phase when they first got to 3D. But it wasn't like blockbuster 3D. Like in the overworld, characters look very, I don't know what else to say, but chibi, kind of. You know, they look like Animal Crossing. And maybe when you got into battles, it looked more like real 3D. All this is just to say, I've always just liked the aesthetics of the 2D Pokemon's best. Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS. Well, I guess not 3DS. 3DS is where they started with the 3D stuff. I don't. Pokemon Black and White was still 2D. Black 2 and White 2 were probably still 2D, but were they DS games or 3DS games? I don't know. What was Gen 6? Was Gen 6 Sun and Moon? Maybe? And then what? Sword and Shield? Gen 7? Scarlet and Violet? Gen 8? Is there something I'm forgetting? Huh. I think it was, I don't know, I forget now. What was even the most recent one? Was it Scarlet and Violet, or was it... I forgot about XY. That's what I'm forgetting about. I think XY came after Black and White. So, were X and Y 3D? I forget. Yeah, I feel like X and Y probably came after Black and White, then Sun and Moon, then maybe Sword and Shield, and then Scarlet and Violet. I downloaded and tried to play Pokemon Go a little bit, but I can never really get into Pokemon Go. I said that weird. Pokemon Go. I could never really get into it. I don't know about that. I think also with yeah, there's no thinking about it. Also with Pokemon Gold and Silver, I was thinking, and this is silly, because it's not gonna happen most likely. And if it happens for this game, it'll probably happen for other games too. But I was kind of thinking like, well, you know, let's not buy Pokemon Gold and Silver right now, because you never know. Maybe, just maybe, Game Freak or whoever maybe they'll port these Pokemon games like Soul Silver onto the Switch or Switch 2 or whatever, and I won't have to buy Gold and Silver because they'll be ported to the Switch 2, and I can just get them there and play Soul Silver or Heart Gold. It's interesting. I guess they never made a liver crystal or whatever. Body part crystal. I guess the soul's not a body part, but still. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking along the lines of that as an excuse not to go ahead and buy it now, because I'm a cheapskate a little bit. But I would, you know, if I could record myself, if there was like a DS game player on the Wii where you could just attach something to your Wii and you can play DS games on it, so I could play DS games and record myself playing them with the Elgato or what have you. I'd rather play Soul Silver than the original Pokemon Silver. But just for the aesthetics, because I do think the aesthetics past the Game Boy Color are better. But I think the Game Boy Color aesthetics are serviceable. I would still even say I prefer that aesthetic over Pokemon games of today, or at least 3DS games. Maybe even the Switch too. I don't know. I haven't really been. Maybe even them. I guess the Gen 1, the original Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, I guess being on the original Game Boy, they were just black and white games, which is crazy. Definitely don't prefer that. Not me personally. Why does it only increase my HP by? I put a... Why does it only increase it by 3 instead of 4? I don't understand. It's a HP plus 2. If I put it somewhere where I get double that, it should go up by 4. But it's saying it's only going to go up by 3. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Alright, 3 slots. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, man. Oh, Pete and Riku, they're not going to stand a chance. What's the purpose of this down here? Okay. I shouldn't even put anything down there. I was kind of wasting stupid to even fill that spot when I can just fill up something else, and I can't withdraw it. The game won't let you withdraw it. You can replace it with something if you got it, but you can't withdraw it. If you put something down, you're stuck with having something down there forever. Just seems like a waste to have it down here, but I could have taken that blank chip and went ahead and put it somewhere over here and got closer to getting to something else. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I think we're real close to getting our shit back. Hmm. Yeah. We're gonna wait till next time to go in that room. Because I think, I don't know, it might be a little bit more climbing up we have to do. Like, in Kingdom Hearts 1 there would be. But, this isn't Kingdom Hearts 1, so I don't... It's been pretty faithful. Like, I feel like mostly we've covered the same places we go to and such. Except for, like, inside the lift shop. We haven't seen any of that, and I guess we won't, so I'm not... I don't know. I don't know if... We got a save point and everything, so that kind of is a... You know, it's a sign that usually indicates something, but I'm not sure if through that door is where we have to go for where Pete's waiting on us or not. But in any case, we're going to end this one here. And until next time.